my suggestions always come with how to save money. Alright. So, you're already in your first apartment. You got all your fancy new furniture from the rent-to-own, so you're upside down in payments. But now we want to buy a car. So honestly, let's think about what would be a kind of a good first car. What would you like it for your first car?
I would like a Jeep, or some kind of a Jeep Wrangler.
Okay, so let's find you a Jeep. Alright, so let's find us a Jeep. Let's build our vehicle. Sound good? We're gonna, and you said, ooh, man, Grand Wagoneer, $92,000. Okay, we're not getting that though. We want a Wrangler, you said, right? So something like this? That category? Alright, let's build this. Alright. And we're looking to buy. Alright. My opinion doesn't matter. Alright. Which would you like, the Sport S, the Willys, the Rubicon, the Sahara, the Rubicon X, or the Rubicon 392?
I don't care, like maybe the Rubicon?
The Rubicon? So this one up here, the blue one on top right?
Sure.
Alright, 51,800. We're going to start building this. Alright. What color do you have to have?
Black.
Black? I like it. Okay. So, alright. Do you want doors off? No.
It's my bad, I'm a little late.
Might happen. You want doors off mirror kit by Mopar? Or do you even know what that means?
I don't know.
Hold on. Do you want the Performance Satin Black Grille by Mopar?
I don't care.
You don't care, okay. Do you want lower body side graphic by Mopar? No. Do you want upper body side graphics by Mopar? Okay. Alright, would you like to switch out your wheels? Right now they currently come with that as standard. We could switch to that, or we could switch to that. 1, 2, or 3? 3? Okay. It's pretty sharp looking. Ooh. Do you want the off-road tire they have, or do you want the... Oh, no, we're good with that, I think. Do you want the dual door group with premium uppers, hinge gate reinforcement by Mopar?
I'll have the second.
Second one? Alright. You want the heavy duty rock slider with step assist by Mopar. This is basically your running board will come out so you can. You don't have you can.
That would be kind of nice.
Okay, we'll do the step, okay? As far as the tops go, do you want the dual top group, the black 3-piece hardtop, the Sky One Touch power top, or the Sunrider for hardtop by Mopar?
I'll do the dual top.
Dual top? Okay. Building it for you. Okay. As far as your interior, do you want cloth low back bucket seats? The Napa leather seats?
I'll do leather seats.
You want leather seats? Entertainment. Do you want the Uconnect 5 with 12.3-inch touchscreen display that comes standard? Or do you want the Uconnect 5 Navigator with 12.3 inch screen display.
I'll do the Uconnect.
So the one that's there?
Yeah.
Okay. As far as your console goes, do you want a cargo tub liner to put your snowboard boots once you're done, or your skis?
Sure.
Okay. Ooh, do you want the plastic door sill guards or the stainless door sill guards? You don't have to get either.
That's okay.
Okay. Do you want the soft top window storage bag?
No, that's okay.
Do you want the windshield tie downs?
No.
Okay. Floor mats. Would you like the all-weather floor mats?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a Jeep Trail rated kit? So you want, yeah, okay. Do you want plastic door sill guards or stainless steel?
No, it's okay.
All right. Ooh, now we have some additional things we can do. So we have the convenience group, which has heated front seats, heated steering wheel, and the remote start system.
No, that's okay.
Okay. You want the safety group that has the automatic high beam headlamp control, the blind spot and cross path detection system, and the ParkSense rear assist system.
Sure.
Okay. Would you like the steel bumper and winch group?
No.
Okay. Ooh, in the technology group. Do you want the 12.3 inch touchscreen display, 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot with a trial included, meaning you get the first year free.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have to pay a monthly fee. But you also get the Alpine Premium audio system, Apple CarPlay, connected travel and travel services, Jeep Connect connected services with a trial, okay? The disassociated touchscreen display, the Google Android Auto, the GPS navigation, the HD radio, integrated center stack radio, integrated off-road camera, integrated voice command, automatic dimmer or rear mirror, Sirius XM with a 3-month subscription for free.
Sure.
Oh, you want that? Okay. All right. Did you want to have the extreme 35-inch tire package? Do you want the big old mutters on it, or you just want okay. Ooh, now we have our choice of engine. Did you want the 3.6 liter V6 or the 2 liter dual overhead cam DI turbo engine?
I don't know which one's better.
I would say the top one is going to give you a little bit more torque, meaning when you're climbing. The bottom one would probably get you a little bit better gas mileage, but you're going to lose it in the four-wheel drive a little bit.
Then I'll just have the first one.
First one, okay. Would you like a 6-speed manual transmission, meaning you have a clutch and you get to shift gears? Or do you want the 8-speed automatic transmission?
I'll have the one where you can shift gears.
You want to shift gears. I like it. Would you like the 410 rear axle ratio or the 488 rear axle? That basically, are you going to be pulling anything or not?
No.
Nope. So let's stay with the standard. And then, the cold air intake. And the RV tow harness, meaning, are you going to tow this behind our motorhome? No? Do you want the cold intake by Mopar?
No.
Okay. So summary. So my friend, this is a beautiful looking Jeep that you've built. And we're going to drop $65,125 on this Jeep. Okay, $65,125. Let's change this. there's all kinds of ways. There's all kinds of ways that we can take your payments out. Would you like to pay cash for this today?
No.
Okay, so you don't have $60,000 sitting around?
No.
Okay, you're our first job. Would you like to finance it for 1 year, 2 year, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to, I believe, 8 years we can get to?
I'll do 3 years.
3 years, all right, 3 years. That's 3 times 12 is 36 months. Okay, and I didn't see any incentives, so we're gonna assume that we have a 5% loan. Okay, your credit looked really good, congratulations. Any cash incentives? No. I would say 10,000 would be a pretty good down payment for this vehicle. Are you trading anything in on this day? You don't have a car to trade? Bicycle, skateboard, roller skates? Okay. Alright, we live in Colorado. Sales tax for Colorado is 11.2%. Oh boy. Title and registration. Did you want me, do you have the extra, you already put 10 grand down. Do you have an extra 3,400 to title, register it, and other fees? Or do you want me to roll that into your loan?
No, I'll pay for it.
You'll pay for it?
Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice. Alright. So, let's calculate this. Well, my friend, because you put $10,000 down, we brought the price that you owe Jeep to $55,125. We have a sales tax of $7,294. Upfront payment of $20,694. Total loan of 36 months. So your loan that is going to be $55,125 is going to wind up costing you $59,477. The total loan, the interest that you pay because you didn't have that money up front, you're going to give Jeep $43,052.25. So your total cost of this $65,125 vehicle is going to cost you $80,171.25 once you're done after 3 years. Now, the nice thing is, so let me write that, 81,171. Oops. So 81,171. This is what your total is going to be. Okay, oops, go back here. All right, so now if you look at this, this is the breakdown of your 3 years of you paying for your vehicle. So basically, your payment each month is going to be the interest and the principal. So you add those together, so you get to about $1,650 a month. Is that too much money for you, or do you want to pay less per month?
I think I can.
You think you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you might go home and think about it and you look at your checking account going, oh dookie, I can't afford that. Well, I can bring your payment down for you. I'm going to be your friend. Okay? So I'm going to be your friend because that's an awful lot of money. So we're going to increase this to, you know what, let's go to 5 years. You know what, 5 years, you'll have that Jeep for 5 years, right? All right, and the nice thing is if you have that Jeep for 5 years, that's 60 months. You know, you're just going to go pay it off. And we're going to calculate this. So after 5 years, I mean, your monthly payment comes down to $1,040. That's a little nicer. But at the end, you wound up giving $83,110. $83,110. So this was 3 years, which is 36 months. This is 5 years, which is 60 months. Okay? But you think about this a little bit more. You're like, you know what? You're going to fall into the con. You're going to look at the guy going, is there any way I can get this for less than $1,000 a month? I feel I can help you out. I'm still your friend. I'll give you the double stamp and point at you when you come in and have your, 5 free car washes per year. Or Jeep washes. So, you tell me you want this under $1,000 a month. Okay, you know what, tell you what, we will extend this. Why don't we take it to 6 years? Do you think you'll have this vehicle for 6 years?
Sure.
I mean, that's a pretty nice vehicle, so let's take it to 72 months, which is 6 years. Let's go ahead and calculate this. So, oh my gosh, I'm not sure what this picture is, but I can't abide by this. Does $887 a month sound like a nicer thing for you? Because you're going to have insurance you got to pay.
Yeah.
Okay, $887. So that means that at the end of 6 years, 72 months, you're going to drop $84,614. And that was for 6 years. Did I do that right? So that was 72 months. Okay. Now here's the hard thing with a car. I mean, they're going to figure out how to make money. Their lenders are happy to work with you to get you to an appropriate price, which is great. And friends, we live in a society in the United States that a car is something that we do need. Okay, what was the original price of this car? Like $65,000? That's almost $20,000 more than what you walked in thinking. But you know what? You got a mortgage payment, or you got a payment that's $887. I mean, that's doable. So what are some things that could be done to perhaps save you a little bit of money? Because one thing I can tell you about this Jeep is once you pay this Jeep off, though Jeep does hold its value a lot better than other vehicles, but Jeep also is going to lose value. My friend, you're driving out of this vehicle. When you go to sell it, you're never going to come close to that $84,000. Okay? Car is going to depreciate a certain amount per year. Basically, you pull off that lot, the vehicle, the Jeep is going to be worth less than what you paid for it. And yes, I know there's always the argument, well, if you keep a car for a long time, it becomes a classic. Yes, you're correct. Yes, you could get more money at that thing, but if you're going to drive a vehicle around for 20 plus years, though it's going to be an older vehicle, it's not going to be as a nice condition as the guy who bought it, had it sit in a third car climate controlled bay, wiping it down with a diaper each day because he likes it and doesn't drive it. So a vehicle you use is going to depreciate. It's going to lose value. And there's certainly things that you could do to do this. Now, things that you might want to do is that $887 is not a bad idea. Okay? So let's take that $887.78. I got to pull this up. Pull up this calculator. And we're actually going to start using this type of calculator, and don't worry, I'll have plenty for you if you don't have one. Okay, but we're going to use something called the TVM solver. Okay? Alright, so let's see. Apps, finance, TVM solver. How many months did we have? 72? We said a 5% interest. Okay. This is a loan amount, so, oops, I'm going to go back here. Go here, go here. $84,614. So, oops. What was our payment on that? 887. So we're going to run that to 888. 888, just rounding it. Future value 0. Okay, so this basically would be what your payment would be. Okay, 72 months, $888. Now, hopefully, with your job, you're gonna make more money. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're still doing that 72 months, but I'm going to increase my payment. Okay, you thought about this, you have a little bit extra at the end of the month when their payment's due. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just round that 888 up to 1,000. Okay, future value 0, alpha, enter. I did something wrong. 4. Actually, let's go back to our Jeep screen. Be more helpful. So, if we are able to change our monthly payment and get it closer to $1,000, we're going to be able to pay this off a lot quicker. I want this calculator to work for me. 4 divided by. For some reason it's not giving me the same thing. Oh. I know what I did. Okay, because that's your payoff amount at the very end. That's not what you initially owed the entire time, so I'm going to be off. So that this calculator is not going to work how I wanted it to work. But things that you can do to offset it. I mean, your overall goal, yes, you do need a vehicle. You're at this much that you're going to be into this vehicle at the end of 6 years. Okay, you can accelerate the payment. You can also realize, okay, what would happen if I increased my down payment? My down payment is now going to be $15,000. So by increasing $5,000, you bring your payment to $83,816. Okay, so that's $5,000 upfront adjusted value. You come down in price. Let's say you have. Let's say you realize all of a sudden your mom has a car that she's willing to give you, or your dad has a car that's willing to give you as a down payment. So let's say that car that you walk in with, they say, you know what, we'll give you $14,000 for your trade-in. So now that's going to bring us down quite a bit, meaning you invested an extra $5,000 here in a $14,000 trade-in value on a car, so it still brings you down to $80,000. So it's just a matter of playing the game. Things that would help you on this: 72 months. It's quite a while. 6 years. You could pay that off faster. The faster you pay that off, the less your bottom line that you owed them for your vehicle would be. Ideally, the best way to buy a vehicle, but it's not always practical, is save for that vehicle and walk in and try and pay cash for that vehicle. Okay? That way you are walking into it not having to pay interest. But then on the backside, could you have invested that money and earned interest, a higher amount of interest on your money than the interest that you're paying against. And it just becomes a game that we play. Okay? I agree. I think this is a nice vehicle you chose. I like it. Is it the most practical? Well, we live in Colorado, so it's really quite awesome that you have something that's going to be able to go in the wind and the rain and the snow, and then the nice stuff. But these are just choices that you have to make. So, that's a little bit about buying a car. Okay? Things that you don't realize, talk to your insurance before you buy the car. Find out how much they're going to insure your car for. Okay? The more money that you put down on your car, the less your insurance would be every month. Because insurance's play is they are taking a gamble that you will get in an accident, and you're betting that you won't get in an accident. Okay? Insurance just, they play that game. So the more money you put down on this vehicle, the less amount you're going to pay per month on insurance. So that might be also a game you do. You call your insurance agent, hey, how much is this going to cost me to insure this car? It's an extra $600 a month with, you have only the 10 grand down. What if I put 20 grand down? Your $600 a month now turns into $400 a month. Okay? Because there's equity in the vehicle, and you're paying off that equity. And so insurance is going to lower it a little bit each time you put more and more down. Does it become an exact one-to-one payoff? No. But if you can try and make it through and pay as little interest to whomever you're buying something from, that's a good thing. Interest rates on cars is a little higher now. It might start coming back down. Interest rates on homes on a home loan is higher now. It could come back down. I will tell you that in 1974, when my parents bought our house in Tempe, Arizona, their interest on their mortgage was 14.2%. Okay? So even now that our interest rates have crept back up, we are still far below what they were in the 70s. It was like highway robbery back in the 70s when they were selling houses. But again, what can you do to ensure your money's your money? Again, you're paying for something that is going to lose value, but it's a commodity you need. You need to have a vehicle. So when you go back through, as you're playing around, if you don't want to necessarily be paying that much money, there are certain things that you might be able to pick up after you buy your car that you just paid cash for, like those floor mats. We're financing those. So you might take that off to get something different. The radio package, you might be able to get an aftermarket that's going to be less. Okay? That's just as good, and you're not financing it for 72 months. So the thing, when you're playing the game, think of all the things that you want to add to a vehicle. Can you get those things after the vehicle is purchased that you're paying cash for? Yes. Okay, but everything that you put into this vehicle, and don't get me wrong, everybody does this type of stuff. Do you want this? Yes. 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 Do you want this? And even if they offered you something that's going to cost you $1,200, and maybe that $1,200 is going to cost you $1,300 if you didn't pay for it right away, that $1,200 compounded with the monthly payment is in there. That $1,200 is going to cost you more than something that would have cost you $1,300 if you bought it just after you purchased the vehicle. So it's just a game to play. I mean, that's all this game of life is. It's a game. Okay? Some people don't like the rules of it. But to me, if you know your options, you weigh all your options, and you choose the option that is best for you, is a really good way of going through. Tell me what my options are. Well, here's your options. Okay, let me think about it. This If that dealer says this is a one-time offer, it's not good, it's only good till the end of the day, walk from the deal. They're just trying to float. They're trying to hit a protocol. Things that you can do with this particular vehicle is you know what you're getting, get the price what they're going to pay, or what you're going to pay, shop around online. I mean, we're all used to looking at the internet. I know there's a lot of people who will actually drive up to Idaho to buy a Jeep. Idaho sells Jeeps a lot less costly than here in Colorado. Okay, is it worth doing an 8-hour drive to save $12,000? Yeah, in my opinion. So just kind of look out, and that's the game of car buying. Okay.